Hi guys. Oh, I've got lots to explain to you tonight. What a night. Right, hang on. 2 cups, I shall explain more. Go on, sir, off you go. I've literally just got back in. Go on, off you go. I've just got back in my house. Hang on. Let's get that door shut. Keep the boys out of the front room. Right, turn that off. Turn that one off. I haven't had my apple pies or anything, so that's what we're going to do next. Still, I think it's 9:30, is it? Or is it a little bit later? Mind yourself, guys. Boys asking to go up the garden. Hang on a second, guys. Radio off first. Right, radio's off. Hang on, guys. Let me get the lights on. Right. I shall explain more. Go on then, off you go. Just make sure the gate's shut. Yes, good, guys. Right. Where should we start? I'll start at the beginning, I think. Right, I knocked off work at 4 o'clock and I drove back to my doctor's surgery. I got back about 5:05, 5:10 thereabouts, so I did good timing. My appointment was for 5:30, so I had plenty of time, so that was good. Thank goodness I left half an hour early, guys. Traffic was okay. So I drove straight back. I'm still in my work stuff, guys. I just put a cardi on just to cover myself up a little bit. But I'm still in my work here. So I get back to the doctor's. I'm sat in my car as I pull up. And I check my messages on my phone. There's one there from my ex-wife saying she'd like to pop round and see me this evening because she'd got some paperwork she needed me to sign. So what time will you be there? So I said, right. I said, well, make it about, I said, yes, that's fine. You can pop round. I said, make it about 7 o'clock. So she gave me a thumbs up and she popped round at 7 o'clock. So anyway, don't forget, I'm still down in the doctor's surgery here. So I go into the doctor's surgery, check myself in to have my ECG done, guys. And I sit in the waiting room and the nurse comes out. It's the nurse who's going to be seeing me. And the nurse calls me through. So I follow her through and we go down all these little corridors and go in this little room. And she says, oh, April, yes, I confirmed my date of birth and sat myself down. She said, right, she said, I need you to take your top off. She said, can I get to your ankles? So I kicked my work boots off and I said, yeah, ready. So she said, okay. She said, well, take your top off then. And she said, I'll get the pads. So she turns her back. I kick my boots off, sit on the bed, take off my t-shirt. Of course, I've got my bra on my breast. Oh, gosh, help me, guys. Enhancers, my breast enhancers in. Go on in. I heard somebody, that's Sooty. No Snoop yet? Okay, I'll leave the door pushed to so he can come back in. So she turned around, she went, oh, good boy, Snoop. Myself. So it's like that look, you know, I was looking into her face and as soon as she clocked me, she goes, oh. She said, right, she said, I've got to put these sticky pads on. So she puts a couple of sticky pads on either of my legs, on sort of down by my ankles. And then I had some sticky pads on my wrist. And then I had the top of my chest and around sort of my heart, if you like, heart monitors up here. So I had pads all over the place. So she puts all these little clips on. So I'm all wired up to this little box. She turns the box on, then she goes over to her computer and she says, right, keep still, lay still. So I sit there and she does the scan. She goes, yeah, that's fantastic, really good, lovely one, she said. I said, is it okay? She said, yeah, it's fine. She said, but I've got to send this to the doctor and then the doctor's going to forward it. So she went on the computer and she found the note from my surgeon. So she attached that to it. So it's all gone through. So that looks good. So that bit's done. I think she was a little bit taken aback by what I'd got. So we had a little chat. That was lovely. And I explained it was my birthday coming up. And this was my birthday present. And I'm going to have breast augmentation. So she was fine. She was really good. It was just that initial look of shock on her face. Anyway, I get home, feed my boys, feed myself, make my sandwiches, do all the usual. 7 o'clock, my ex turns up. And she's got all this paperwork. Now, a couple of weeks ago, is it a couple of weeks ago? Yes, a couple of weeks ago, I had some more paperwork to do for my ex, to do with our settlements that we've been doing, guys. It's lots of paperwork, but there's another part to it, which is to do with the old house. Now, my name is still on the deeds to the old house, and that's all now belongs to my ex-wife. So, because I'm still on the deeds, I've got to come off the deeds, okay? Now, I actually had the deeds here with me, and my ex-wife was looking for them high and low, couldn't find them. And then she sent me a message. She said, "You don't happen to have the deeds to the house, do you?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And she said, "Oh, thank goodness for that," she said, "because I've been hunting high and low for them." I said, "No, I've got them." Now, I was keeping them as a bit of security, because we had nothing in writing at the time about our settlement. It was all word of mouth. We were doing it between the two of us. There was no solicitors involved at all. That's changed recently, because my ex has now decided that she wants it done all legally through solicitors, all signed paperwork. So that's what we've had to do. Hence what I was doing the other week. But the deeds is another side to it. Now, the deeds, she's got to get changed, got to get my name off them. So I gave her the deeds about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Because we'd done this other paperwork, it covered me. So I don't need that security anymore. So she could have the deeds back. I didn't explain that to her. I didn't explain why I'd kept the deeds, but that's why I had kept the deeds. It gave me a little bit of security to know that I was going to get my payments. Anyway, so she got the deeds. I gave them back to her. She took them down to the solicitors and handed them in at the solicitors. Now, she turns up tonight and she's got a load of paperwork needs signing. And then she explains what's happened. What happened, guys, was she handed the deeds in the solicitors, because they wanted them, obviously, and they've lost them. They've lost the deeds to her house. Oh my God. So that's what this was about. She came around, she needed my signature on different forms so that she can get things going again. I don't know who at the end of the day is going to have to pay for the deeds, or unless they find them. They've got them somewhere, but they've lost them. They've misplaced them somewhere, guys. They've lost them. They can't find them, apparently, but they have got them. So my wife came around at 7 o'clock, and there was some paperwork that needed to be done, signatures, etc. But we also needed a witness. Now, the witness had to witness me signing the form and say that they'd known me and that this is my next door neighbour. Because I live next door to, I've got 3 neighbours I'm really friendly with. And so I knocked on my immediate neighbour, a fella called Charlie, and he's got a wife called Lisa. Knocked on their door. The car was there, the house was very dark, and I assumed they were in the back. He's got a ring doorbell. Let me give these to the guys. Come on in, guys, over here. So, you two. Right, sit down, guys. Sit. Good boys. Yes. Right, boys got their crust. So, guys, I ring the doorbell and stand there waiting, and it's a ring doorbell, so he speaks to me through the doorbell. Hi, guys. What can I do for you? He said, I was wondering if you could do a signature for me. And he goes, I'm not here. He said, I'm on holiday. He said, we're away. He said, we've gone abroad. He said, we're away for 2 weeks. I'm going, all right, okay. Now, my other neighbour, a lady called Fran, she'd just gone out. She'd gone. So I'm thinking, oh no, now what do I do? But I have got another neighbour called Chrissy and Paul, the next door down, who know me. And that's where I've been, guys. I've just got back, but I'll explain as we go. So I go in and see my wife in the front room. I said, Charlie's not there, Fran's not there. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I said, maybe I can wait for Fran to come back and get her to sign the paperwork, and I can bring it up tomorrow evening. And then I thought, hang on again. I thought, I've got Chrissy and Paul. So I sent Chrissy a message on WhatsApp. I said, is it possible, could I ask you a favour? And I've been round there. So I went round to see Chrissy. She signed all the paperwork for me. So I said, thank you very much. She said, come back and we can have a chat. So I said, okay. So I left Chrissy and Paul, went back to mine, gave my ex the paperwork. So she's got all the paperwork she needs, all the forms, all the signatures, all the witnesses. She's got the lot. So she went. As she went, I followed her out the front door, went back to my neighbours. And I've been sat in there, guys, since then, drinking cups of tea and talking. It's been great. I've had a lovely time, and we've been going over things. They're local, I'm local, and we've been reminiscing, guys. We spent a whole evening doing that, and it's been really nice. Now, Chrissy did say to me, when I first phoned her up, she said, don't judge me, she said, but I'm in my dressing gown. And I said, that's right, I'm in my nightie. No, not really. So I said, that's fine, I'm not fussed if you're not. So I went and saw her. Yes, she was in the dressing gown. Her husband wasn't. He was sat there on the sofa, and we had a good chat. It was really good. Right, you want those, Smith? Just a few crumbs in the box, guys. So, yeah, that's where I've been. I've been around there all evening talking. So I've literally just got back, guys, and it is now 21:53 hours, and I haven't even had my apple pies. I haven't had my shower. I'm still in my work clothes. Oh, oh dear. So it's been all go, but it's been good fun. I've had a really good evening. So that's what it's all about. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on as my main video for the evening, guys. I'm sorry I haven't been able to do my usual, and I'm going to have these, sort the boys out, get upstairs, have a shower and go to bed, guys, because I need to get in bed, because don't forget I get up early in the morning. So this is your one and only video for the night. I'm sorry. Oh dear. Right, but I'm pleased the doctor's surgery bit went really well. I'm so happy. I did say to the nurse, I said, is it all okay? Is there anything on there? She said, no, it's really good. It's a good one. I said, but goodness for that. So it's still all on, obviously, for Monday, guys. Everything's looking rosy. So what I'll do, I'll phone up my surgeon tomorrow just to say, yes, it's all gone through, done the ECG, it's all good. They're doing the paperwork at the surgery, should come through to you. But I need a date, a time. I need to know what sort of time to get there, and I still don't know that yet. My younger sister messaged me today saying, you need to get a car park booked, because I know it's expensive down in London anyway, guys, but she said you need to get the car park booked. But I don't know what time, unless I book a whole day, and that's possibly what I might have to do, because I just haven't got a time slot at the moment. Right, I'm going to nuke my apple pies, guys. So that's why I've got 2 cups. That's mine, and that was my ex's. And she had one of my coffees, one of my flat whites, and she liked it. And I had a cup of tea. So that's it. So I'm going to have my apple pies, going to sit in the front room with my boys, sort that out, sort the boys out. I haven't got hardly any washed. I've got 2 plates, and it'll be this bowl and these 2 cups. That's all I've got, guys. So I think I'm just going to leave until tomorrow morning, and I'm just going to get upstairs, get myself sorted, because I need a shower. I need to get out of these work clothes. I won't get a dress on tonight. It'll just be my nightie and a dressing gown, guys, because it's late. So I'm going to sign out now. Sorry about tonight. I'll make up for it tomorrow, I promise. I'll put you some extra videos on tomorrow during the day, just to make up for it. And then we can have a normal evening, hopefully. Right, I'm going to sign out now. Love you all to death, and I shall speak to you guys later. Okay? Bye-bye for now.